This is week 10. Okay. So we have 11 and 12. Then after that, uh, okay, we'll talk after this. So today we'll be looking at how to pick a winning stock too. So today we're looking at understanding financial statement of the company. Last week we looked at their profit to earning ratio, but today we want to go deeper to looking at the financial statement. So I'm not an expert in it, like an accountant will be, but once you have, I think you still have to have idea of how to look at their statement, like is how the company are doing compared to other in their sector to determine if they will be a good investment moving forward. So we're talking about the financial. Okay. Are you able to read? I'm trying to make it bigger.
No, I can't see. I can't read them. I can't read them.
Okay.
Or maybe because of my glasses, I can't. Let me see. Can't read the.
Okay. Let me see if I figure it out how to make it bigger.
Maybe reduce the graph and also expand. When you reduce the graph on the right hand side, that might help. Okay, much better. At least I can read this income statement, PL. Yes, much better.
Okay.
Perfect.
All right. So, all right. Now we're saying income statement. That's profit and loss. We're talking about the performance period. Then we say key component of profit or income statement will be revenue, the cost of the goods sold, and the operating expenses, the net income. Then we are answering the question how much money did the company make. Then the second thing we want to look at is the balance sheet. So the balance sheet give us the asset, liability, and the equity. That is once we subtract what's it called? Once we subtract the total the liability they have from the equity from the whole thing, then we have the asset that is left. So by we said the key component is we are asking answering the question how much do the company own and own as in what belongs to them or what they are owing other people. All of those matter. That means some company they are in so much debt that it will be hard for them to continue their operation if things don't improve for them. So last one is the cash flow statement. So we're trying to answer the question of where did the cash come from and where does it go? So for example, let's look at the reading. So let's look at this for example. Anyway, let's type in reading there. All right. So last week, quickly, we look at the P and E. So the P and E for last week is 7.21, but the forward one 5 point. So that in the future, they believe the company will be doing better profit wise. But today, we're looking at the financial statement. So one can scroll down this chart and we have the financial statement down here. So this is income statement, this is the balance sheet, and this is the cash flow. So roughly, I will look at their total revenue. That is 3 years ago, they are like 3 million. This last year, 4 point something million. This year, 4.7. So meaning at least last year they did better than the year before. This year, about the same. Then I will look at their net income down here. So we said this year and last year about the same, but they did better than 2 years ago. So that's one. So meaning when I'm comparing company, quickly I want to see how the company are doing, if they are growing their revenue or if they are going down. That's in comparison with other one that I'm looking at then. The balance sheet here. So under here, for REIT, that means real estate company, we want this one to be going up, the book per value share. So this guy, they are going up. Meaning if they fund from the operation, that means the money they're making from their apartment, if it's growing, then their book value will be growing. Now, why is that important to me? That's for this retail, the company that are paying dividend. Now, so I will come here. So this time, the stock is selling for $12.02, but their book value is 12.56. So meaning the price they have in their book, when we say book, that means like the financial statement for the company, is higher than what the stock is selling for. Before it used to be $7. So what that tells us is that in the future, this stock is likely to go up because the book value here is greater than what the stock is selling for. And the book value is growing every quarter and every year. So it's likely at one point or the other that this price will be going towards whatever they put here. So they are expecting that in the next 1 year or in the future, it should be selling at average of $13.23. So what we are saying in essence is that this kind of company is better than, let me look at another example. It's better than a company that is, let's look at TWO. Okay, so this one too is a dividend paying company. So like I said, during this time of uncertainty, dividend paying company tend to go up. As in you can see from January of this year, it has moved from 11 all the way to 13.97. Okay, so this company too, this rate, their book value is also 14.67, but they are selling for 13.97. So they are still good too. But I won't choose them over the other one because for now, the P and E is 6.6, but in the future it's gonna be 8. So in the future, they are saying they will not be as profitable as now. That's the meaning of this 8. Meaning I will choose the read. I will choose reading over this one, even though their book value too is up. But based on this one, I will choose the other. So that's one of the things I will look at. So let me see if I can find the one that the book value is lower than the price. Let's see. Let's look at ORC. So this book value is 8. Okay, so the book value of this is 8, and they're already selling for 883, and their P is 14. The future is going to be 20. So in essence, reading the first one I show is preferable to all of this based on their book. That is, those people they are growing their book value, meaning they are making profit every quarter and every year. And the price that the stock is being sold for is still less than what the book value is. So in the future, the stock price is likely to move towards the book value. So that's one of the things I look for when it comes to when it comes to REITs. So that's one example. All right. So there are, let's go back to the PowerPoint. As in, there are different things that people look for, but based on how knowledgeable I am, as in, these are the things that I know for now. That is, I look at the P&E of what we did last week, and I also compare their book value for real estate company, and to compare what the stock price is compared to what the book is. So, but different people have different things they are looking at. But this is how much I know for now, as in like with the comparison that I do. I will usually start with the sector, then the company, then compare about 3 or 4 companies together to see which one is likely to be doing better in the future. Sometimes all of those companies could be doing better, but I will still have to make a choice between them. But these are the things that I will look at to determine which one I will go with. I'm trying to expand this too. All right. So another thing we look at too is like how much in debt the company has. So they call this proper profitability ratio. So some of this tells us how much debt the company carry, and if they are able to meet uh if they are able to meet their obligation. So like quick ratio, let's see. So quick ratio, it can they pay their short time bill? So this one current, and this is talking about the what's it called, the bill that is due like in a month or so. But there is also another one that is like the bill that is due in years. So all of those, so, I mean, people compare them to see how the company will be doing. So, but let's go here. So let's look at that example again and see how this company are doing. All right, so this one is long time debt to equity. But real estate company, since they have to borrow money to buy to buy houses, usually their debt will be more, as in they need to borrow money to buy uh to buy property. So for these people, most of them will be in red. The meaning of this is that they own the either the mortgage they carry is more than, that is, if you are buying a house, you put down around 20%, so you owing about 80% more than the equity that you have. But later the value of the property can be growing. Then in that case, this will be going down. But we're saying for real estate company, it is okay that their debt to equity is red, because usually they will borrow money to do business. So for real estate, people are actually looking at what they call as money, I mean fund from operation. That is how much are they bringing in from the operation, how much they bringing in from their business. That is, they may not be concerned so much about their debt, but they're looking at the like profit margin, operating margin, and gross margin. So all of these, I mean, people look at them, but at one point or the other, one can narrow down. One can narrow it down to what you want to, as in what you understand about company and what you're looking for. That is not every of these things that one has to look for before making decision. That is, some people look at this, but me, usually I'm starting with this P and E, then the forward one, then they are earning, like how much they are earning, and what the analysis are projecting. So in this case, analysis are projecting that next year, these people will make a profit. I mean, the profit about 5%. Now, if I see 5 here and I see 25 for another one, so I may be leaning towards the one that will make 25% next year than the one that will make only 5%. Meaning in my comparison, I look at what the projection is of the profit they are likely to make. Then I mean, in addition to all of this, I will decide which company I will go with. Let's look at Apple, for example. So in the case of technology company, they are, as in the money they own is not as much as real estate company. So we understand that real estate company have to borrow money more than what they have to do their business. But for these people, the money they borrow, it should not be that high. They still borrow some money. If it's red, it means that the amount they are owing is more than what the total asset is for now. But if they are able to meet up this quick ratio, if they are able to pay up the like the monthly or quarterly amount that is due, if they are able to meet up, then we'll still say they are good company. So in this case, they are able to meet up their like monthly or quarterly expenses. But they just saying they own more money than they have for now. So we do not necessarily compare growth company like Apple with real estate company. We will compare Apple with Google, Microsoft, uh, Amazon to decide which one we will go with. So REIT, we will compare with other REIT. So in this case, for P&E, for Apple, is at 38 for now. In the future, they're projecting they will be trading 29.6. So in the future, they will be doing better. And we look at the return on their income or return on investment. They are 63% for the past 12 months. Now, if we compare it with Microsoft, let's see how they are doing. So Microsoft is at 32. In the future, will be trading at 26. But return on investment is 23. So it's less than Apple. So meaning, according to this statement, Apple is doing better than Microsoft. Meaning like the money that people invested in them, Apple give a better return than Microsoft. Okay, going back. So in essence, that is, we'll compare company that are like in the same sector or in the same industry. You compare real estate company to other real estate to determine which one is doing better, and growth company like Apple and Microsoft to determine which one is doing better now and is likely to do better in the future. And so lastly, we say financial statements are essential too for understanding a company's financial health and making an informed decision. The income statement, balance sheet, and cash flow. They provide different perspectives on company performance and financial position. And analysts you analyze all these key ratios. But what we are saying in the sense is they give you an idea. They give you an idea of how the company has been doing and how they are likely to do in the future. So it's just to de- uh, make an informed decision. That is sometimes history meaning that you've been following the company for a while. That can tell you how they have been doing. But this one at least it will give you idea of how they have been doing and how they are likely to do in the future. All right, so we now move to question and answer. Any questions, sir? But I'm gonna stop it before we do the question and answer, as I'm gonna
Okay.
stop right. I'm gonna stop the recording, then we'll do question and answer.